Salut tout le monde, bienvenue à cette émission spéciale. C'est notre table ronde Super Bowl avec nos invités spéciaux. What's up, everybody? Welcome to our Montreal Alouettes Super Bowl roundtable with a couple of Alouette and CFL legends of the game. We're going to break down this Sunday's game between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. If you have questions for my panelists, you can jump in at any moment and we'll ask the questions. On fait ça en franglais, en bon franglais, Marc-Antoine. Donc, on va te lancer les questions en français. Puis maybe Shawn will take the English questions. Mais mes panélistes, Marc-Antoine Dequoy. Marc-Antoine, comment ça va?
Ça va super bien. Peux-tu deviner où est-ce que je suis en ce moment?
Je peux deviner, mais ça ne me tente pas.
OK, parfait.
Tu es dans le sous-sol du stade olympique.
Exactement, notre fameux sous-sol, où est-ce qu'on s'entraîne, où est-ce que tout se passe, les grandes décisions se passent. J'ai pris un bureau d'un coach, je ne vais pas dire lequel, mais je suis bien installé.
Oui, correct. Je pense qu'on est dans le même bâtisse, Marc-Antoine, mais on est à sûrement au moins 10 km d'un de l'autre. Shawn, what's going on? So that's a nicer background than what Marc-Antoine has going around. What's going on?
Nothing much, man. Just got done, got a good workout in today, so just hanging out, just waiting on you guys.
Who works out the hardest in the off season of the people that train in Montreal? Like, if you had to rank the hardest worker besides yourself.
Oh, I'm not sure. This is my first off season here, so I would say the guys at the stadium, they do a pretty good job up there. I'm actually a little mad that I put workout bonus in my contract this year, so. My workout boss.
Marc-Antoine, toi, c'est qui travaille le plus fort de ceux qui font des workouts au stade olympique pendant la saison morte?
C'est notre préparateur physique, Pierre-Olivier Beaureau.
Oh, ça c'est pas bon signe. OK, mais là, on va parler du Super Bowl. We've got some comments coming in already. Look, matchup. I'm just curious, Shawn, let's start with you. Just your overall thoughts, your themes, your keys going into Sunday, just in general. Like, what are you looking forward to?
I'm just looking forward to, a good game, of course. But, me, I'm a defensive lineman. So I always check out the offensive line, the defensive line, just the front seven, the guys in the box. I think that was going to be a, huge determining factor in the game, who can control the line of scrimmage.
Marc-Antoine, toi?
Même affaire en français. Honnêtement, ça va être une game vraiment offensive. Puis comme Shawn a dit, minimiser l'explosion qu'il va y avoir. Moi, je pense qu'honnêtement, ça peut aller de tous bords. Il faut juste savoir qu'est-ce qu'on va avoir comme équipe avec les 49ers, qui vont se présenter. Est-ce que ça va être un peu première demi qu'on a eu avec les Packers, la même chose qu'on a avec les Lions, où ils vont se présenter comme ils se présentent en général au quatrième quart. Ça va être vraiment intéressant à voir. Je suis très excité pour ce match-là.
Oui, OK. Là, c'est sûr que tout le monde va parler de Patrick Mahomes, Marc-Antoine, mais tu sais, toi, en tant que maraudeur, en tant que demi-défensif, tu sais, quand tu as Patrick Mahomes de l'autre bord, c'est quoi? Tu sais, c'est-tu vraiment la vieille recette où tu suis ses yeux? Mais lui, il est capable de faire des passes no-look. Tu sais, comment t'approches un match-up contre Mahomes?
Écoute, honnêtement, un carrière comme lui qui peut lancer à n'importe quel endroit sur le terrain, vraiment n'importe où avec une précision qu'il a, puis qui est vraiment difficile à plaquer. Donc, les tracés de course que les receveurs vont faire, même si la fenêtre est couverte, bien, le jeu va continuer à se développer. Fait que c'est tellement un match-up difficile, un joueur comme ça. Puis honnêtement, tu ne peux rien lui donner, puis tu ne peux pas regarder ses yeux. Il va te regarder, comme tu as dit, le no-look. Tu vas te faire avoir. Moi, je vois ça vraiment. Tu dois jouer dans le système. Tu sais qu'il va essayer profond. Tu ne peux pas lui donner des passes profondes. Laisse-le essayer d'évaser la pochette. Donne la chance à ta ligne défensive d'aller faire un sac. Fais ton 12e parce qu'il va faire des jeux. Tu sais que ça va être explosif. Donc, tu dois le diminuer au maximum.
Yeah, so Marc-Antoine was just telling us, Shawn, I asked him about, as a safety, do you read Mahomes' eyes at all? Like, how do you play that? And he says, no, you don't, because you can get hit with a no-look pass. Just don't be deep. Don't give up the big plays. And he says, cover as well as you can so that your defensive line can get there. It's a very cute dog. No, you're good. You're good. No problem. We're all good for cameos. But from a defensive end standpoint, like, I know Mahomes can get outside of the pocket. That's probably not how he's going to beat you, but at a critical moment he can. But what's your thought process as a D end going up against a guy like Patrick Mahomes?
Oh, you just got to be conscious of your rush lanes. I would say for me as a defensive end, I like to I don't want to learn all our coverages, but I want to learn most of the coverages that we're going to be in because I know if I have help with the quarterback or not. I know if it's responsible for the whole D line, us as a front. I always try to make sure, as a unit, because people think that this team has the best pass rusher. They can do this, they can do that. It doesn't matter if you have the best pass rusher in your team. It matters if your unit rushes as a unit. And I think that the fact that Bosa and Chase Young, they played college ball together. They will be in. They will have a great tandem to getting after a guy like Mahomes. You got to have be comfortable with the guys you're playing there.
OK, on a une couple de questions qui rentrent. Notre ami Jérémy Filosa dans les commentaires. Marc-Antoine, ton opinion, à quel point l'expérience d'une équipe comme KC, qui est à son 4e Super Bowl en 5 ans, à quel point c'est un avantage? Ben, on a vu contre Winnipeg, ça n'a pas été un avantage à la Coupe Grey, mais j'imagine que...
Mais c'est un avantage.
Mais ça l'est un avantage ou pas?
Ben, c'est sûr, je veux dire, évidemment, c'est de l'expérience qui est acquis, mais la différence, c'est que la dernière fois qu'il y a eu ce match-up-là, évidemment, Kansas City ont remporté contre les 49ers, mais les 49ers ne l'ont pas oublié. L'équipe est un peu différente, mais un peu je pense qu'une équipe avec le leadership de Patrick Mahomes ne va pas tomber dans le piège de se laisser avoir. Je regarde surtout, ils ont beaucoup de distractions cette année, évidemment, avec le phénomène de Taylor Swift, avec le phénomène des médias. Puis ils ont quand même réussi, selon moi, à prouver qu'ils étaient focusés sur leur job, qu'ils étaient sur le terrain. Donc, pour moi, je pense que de miser contre Patrick Mahomes est une erreur. C'est un carrière qui a prouvé par le passé quelqu'un qui est poussé contre le mur, il peut sortir de là. Puis je vois vraiment ça un avantage. On les a sous-estimés toute l'année. Surtout en début d'année, comment ça allait. Puis tu regardes comment ils ont fait une deuxième partie de la saison. Puis tu regardes comment il a joué en série éliminatoire. C'est le Patrick Mahomes qu'on connaît. Moi, je vois cet avantage-là. Je ne vois pas ça à l'inverse comme il va prendre ça pour acquis. Je ne vois pas ça comme si, pour lui, c'est un laisser-passer. Il sait qu'il a la difficulté. Puis il a vécu cette année. Il n'y a pas une année difficile. Fait que c'est juste de ne pas tomber dans le piège parce que les 49ers ne vont pas arriver là puis je pense qu'ils ne vont pas donner leur place. Là. Les autres, là, on a vu la fameuse vidéo de leur Titan, j'ai un gros blanc de mémoire, de Kittle, c'est exactement, de Kittle qui dit I will be back. I will remember this, I will be back. Tu sais, il y a ce sentiment-là qu'il a du couteau entre les dents qui ont, donc ça a été un très bon match, mais je ne vois pas Patrick Mahomes, je ne vois pas l'équipe des Chiefs coachée par Andy Reid de tomber dans ce panneau-là puis de tomber dans ce piège-là.
Yeah, the question from Jeremy is a good one, Shawn. It's just how much of an advantage is it for Kansas City that they've been to 4 Super Bowls in 5 years now? You're as a guy who's been to multiple Grey Cups. Did you feel the fact that you had been before, does that play a role in just helping you manage the week?
It does, but it doesn't because a lot of times when you're a team that's been often, you feel like this is you get used to going back. Like it is, you get used to it, and new teams that get there, like the 49ers, like they want it all right now. I feel like, and the last time they went to the Super Bowl, they lost to the Kansas City Chiefs. So I think they'll have more of a sense of urgency. I just think they'll have more of a sense of urgency. I don't think it's a huge advantage for teams that's been consistently getting to the Super Bowl or anything like that. I don't think that just one game is down for the Super Bowl to be for a championship game. I think both teams will have a lot of energy behind it.
All right. So Travis Kelce is not your average tight end. Deebo Samuel is not your average wide receiver. Those guys are used in a variety of different ways. I'm curious from your standpoint, Shawn, who is it? I'm not going to say easier to stop because they're both tough to stop, but who is it easier to prepare for between those two guys and the skill sets that they have?
It's not easy to prepare for either one of them, clearly, because both of them are, great players. But, it's just, that for Travis Kelce, that they're going to try to get him involved early. That they're going to have a lot of targets because of the inconsistency that's been with Kansas City's receiving core all year. And one thing about quarterbacks, when you get to games like this, you go to what you're comfortable with. You go to what you're familiar with. So I think it's going to be a 49ers. Everybody, you know what teams have done. They've been who they are all season. But you see a team like Kansas City, when these back end of the season, the back end of the playoff run, they've been getting Kelsey over 7, 8 targets these past few games, and for a tight end, like that's insane. To get 7, 8 targets. So you kind of know where the ball's going.
Marc-Antoine, pour toi, c'est pas facile, là, c'est pas ça que je suis en train de dire, mais c'est-tu plus facile pour préparer pour un Travis Kelce, un ailier rapproché qui bouge extrêmement bien, qui est physique, ou un receveur comme Deebo Samuel qui, des fois, on l'utilise comme demi-offensif aussi. Là. C'est deux gars qui sont physiques, mais très différents. Comment tu approches un match-up contre ces gars-là, un de chaque bord, puis c'est qui est le plus facile à préparer pour?
Ben, c'est ça, c'est relatif. Dire le mot facile, je te comprends la question que tu veux dire. Disons, je vais te parler pour ma position à moi. Disons, je vais prendre moi, de mon côté à moi, qui j'aimerais mieux couvrir. Pour moi, c'est sûr, c'est la personne la moins rapide à couvrir. C'est plus facile. Le problème, c'est que ça vient après ça. Il est tellement énorme, il va attraper le ballon. Son catch radius est assez impressionnant. Puis aussi, il court comme un receveur. Mais je vais te parler pour moi. Moi, j'aime mieux mon avantage d'être contre un receveur comme un tight end, en fait, comme Kelsey, que Deebo, parce que je trouve que tu as plus ce terre-à-terre, mais malheureusement, ce n'est pas des demi-défensifs nécessairement. Des fois, qui couvrent, c'est plus les linebackers qui vont aller le couvrir, dépendamment des packages. Mais je sens que tu as plus cet avantage-là de pouvoir au moins rester avec, dépendamment de comment il va jouer. Mais dans tous les cas, tu n'es pas gagnant. Là. Tu regardes avoir, comme Shawn a dit, 8 attrapés. Si plus de 8 attrapés en série, il ne note pas. Ça va être un match-up excessivement difficile.
Question qui vient de Marc qui demande la pression est plus sur Kansas City ou les 49ers, à ton avis, Marc-Antoine?
Ben, les deux équipes ressentent la pression. Pour l'avoir eu, les deux équipes ressentent la pression, mais eux autres, à l'intérieur de l'équipe, ils veulent autant que Kansas ou San Francisco, les deux veulent autant. Mais évidemment, avec le phénomène qui se passe en ce moment, le fait que c'était leur deuxième apparence de suite à Kansas City, qui ont été 4 fois en 5 fois en 5 ans, je pense. Fait que pour moi, c'est sûr qu'avec toute cette sphère médiatique-là qui est autour de Kansas City, tu peux croire que Kansas City est l'équipe dont la pression est plus haute parce que le public, le monde du football ne regarde pas l'extérieur, mais évidemment, la situation extérieure fait en sorte que Kansas City a tous les yeux du monde rivés sur eux. Donc, il y a cet aspect-là, mais moi, comme j'ai dit, Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes c'est des professionnels, puis ils l'ont montré à maintes reprises, qui savent mettre ce outside nose-là de côté. Donc, je pense que ils vont être capables de bien gérer ça.
Shawn, the question is who has more pressure on them in this game, Kansas City or San Francisco? But do you look at it that way? I mean, it's win or go home for both sides. Does the favorite feel more pressure, you think, in a situation like this?
I don't think so. I think the pressure is equal. You want to win. You want to win. Both teams want to win. Like it's a championship game. Both teams want to win. So I think the pressure is equal. I think if it's anything, it's more pressure on a guy like, Brock Purdy, who's Mr. Irrelevant, and to be in a stage like this, in a game like this, against a quarterback that everyone's saying that, could be one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. The stage is set. It's just all about who wants it more. Both teams are going to be well prepared. The good thing about, with the Super Bowl, both teams have an extra week off. So you give a guy like Deebo Samuel, who's banged up, some injuries, an extra week to get some rest. So I think it's going to be a really good game this Sunday, and I'm very excited for it.
Yeah, so I'm glad you went Brock Purdy because we talked Patrick Mahomes. I want to get the perspective from you on Brock Purdy. Obviously, not as flashy, not as accomplished as what Patrick Mahomes is as a quarterback. Few are, but when you look at Purdy and you've seen the divisional round against Green Bay, was kind of erratic, was a little all over the place, wasn't accurate, but then crunch time, final drive, he delivers. When against the Lions last week was, I thought, a lot better overall. They obviously needed a big second half to get the job done. But I thought he was better overall. I'm curious what you think, what your expectations are for Purdy in this game. And, when you watch him, when you evaluate him, what's he good at? What's he less good at?
Honestly, I feel like Purdy can make all the same throws Pat Mahomes can make, and I feel like he is flashy because it was flashy last week. He scrambled, got out of the
Yeah.
pocket. They have a great OC there. They had control the line of scrimmage. I'm not one of the guys that are going to ever say like Purdy can't get it done and the stage is too big for him. He was down, double digits at halftime last week, and he showed us he came back and won. I'm just happy to see a player like that who all the naysayers say what they say about him and come back and perform the way that he performed. So, I expect a huge game out of him this week, and honestly, I just feel like this is a huge moment for him, and I think a guy like that understands what type of moment this is. So, I think he's going to have a huge game.
Pour toi, Marc, quand tu vois Brock Purdy, premièrement, c'est une belle histoire. Là. C'est le
Ben,
dernier choix au repêchage dans son année de repêchage. Mais tu sais, quand tu vois, moi, je sais que Shawn dit qu'il peut faire tout ce que Patrick Mahomes fait. Je ne suis pas convaincu. Mais je ne ferai pas de pushback contre Shawn Lemon. Là. I just said that I'm not convinced that Brock Purdy can do all the same things Mahomes does. But I said I'm not going to push back against you because you've forgotten more about football than I'll ever know. Mais quand tu vois Brock Purdy, toi, tu vois quel genre d'athlète, puis c'est quoi ses forces, c'est quoi ses faiblesses?
Moi, je vois un joueur que c'est sa deuxième année, puis il est au Super Bowl. Je veux dire, le monde aime tellement sous-estimer puis enlever le doute à Purdy de dire que c'est le système qui est dans. C'est son aussi, Shannon, qui peut les joueurs, les weapons qui peut permettre d'avoir la saison qu'il a. Mais le monde oublie que c'est un joueur de deuxième année qui a amené son équipe au Super Bowl. Oui, il y a peut-être eu des bas durant les matchs préparatoires, durant les séries éliminatoires, excuse-moi, en préparation pour le Super Bowl, mais d'avoir eu la fin de game qu'il y a eu contre les Lions, d'avoir été capable d'avoir sorti de la pochette, d'avoir fait une grosse course qui a permis de continuer la drive. Pour moi, Purdy, c'est un joueur qui est sans cesse sous-estimé. On l'a aimé l'année passée parce que c'était Mr. Irrelevant, mais tout de suite après ça, t'as les naysayers qui embarquent. Si je vois vraiment quelqu'un qui c'est pas un flashy guy, c'est pas quelqu'un qui va aller over the top. Il va rester à l'interne. Il a l'air de pas être distrait par le outside noise. Puis moi, c'est ça que j'analyse parce que l'analyse sur le terrain, on va tout le faire, on le voit tout, c'est clair. Tu peux voir toutes les statistiques que tu peux sortir, mais l'extérieur du terrain, ça veut aussi vous dire pour beaucoup. Puis je pense que c'est fait poser cette semaine. Il dit, tu peux-tu nommer les 8 carrières qui ont été choisis avant toi? Puis il dit, non, ça m'importe pas. Moi, je me concentre sur moi. Puis ça, pour moi, ça veut dire tout de sa mentalité. Puis c'est quelqu'un qui va connaître du succès dans cette ligue-là. Est-ce que ça va être assez pour détrôner Kansas City? Dans mon opinion, non, je ne pense pas. Je pense que ça reste un bon joueur, mais ça reste quand même qu'ils vont affronter, selon moi, une nouvelle dynastie qui est en train de se créer avec Andy Reid et Patrick Mahomes. Donc, mais ça va être un match intéressant, puis je pense qu'on va apprendre beaucoup sur lui. On sait quand même, on le sait, je pense qu'on connaît, mais il va y avoir beaucoup de confirmations si on peut voir. Et si c'est un upset, à mon opinion, en ce moment, ça ne l'est pas. C'est des favoris, évidemment, sur San Francisco, mais si ça serait un upset pour moi, je veux dire, apprendre comment il va gérer ça et voir ce match-là, je veux dire, c'est juste de plus en plus excitant.
All right, before we get to predictions and who your MVP is for this game, we're going to do a pop quiz draft. So you each are throwing your own Super Bowl party. And you get to pick, we'll do 3 rounds you get to pick any food or beverage that you like. Shawn, you'll get the first pick, and then we'll go to Marc-Antoine. Marc-Antoine, we'll do a snake draft back and forth, and then I'll decide which party I'm going to at the end based on what you have. So, Shawn, you're on the clock. You tell me what you're bringing to your Super Bowl party. You have the first pick.
Super Bowl party for me, I'm definitely bringing pizza. Pizza is the number one thing.
Okay. Well, that's not good. Do we lose him? Marc-Antoine?
We knew that would happen.
Yeah, you just got cut off there. I think you made the right pick. I like pizza.
Yeah.
Okay, so pizza first overall to Shawn Lemon. Marc-Antoine, deuxième choix.
So we got beverage, right?
You have beverage, food, whatever you want.
You hear me or no?
Yeah, I hear you.
So I'll take alcohol. So I got the alcohol. So any type of alcohol, that's my pick.
Okay. we'll allow it. Marc-Antoine, so Marc-Antoine back on the clock. It's a snake draft, so you can go and get your food.
Wow.
Okay,
I don't
so
know if we can give you all alcohol, though.
Okay, I got all the beers. So beers is okay.
All right.
So I get the beers. All right, next one. So I got beers, then I go the classic, the wings. I go with wings.
All right. So you got beers and wings. Sean, you're on the
This
clock
is
with 2
too
picks.
easy. I'm so disappointed in you, Dequoy. Guess what? I'm gonna go with poutine.
Wow.
I would
Playing to the
expect
crowd.
you to. I would expect you to say that. So I'll have some poutine at the Super Bowl party.
Okay. And you've got another pick here. There's a really obvious one that hasn't gone off the board here.
No, chips, that's too easy.
No, not chips.
He's Italian. He's gonna say something like pasta,
No, not pasta. Almost. Kind of.
Nachos.
Okay. So Sean, you have pizza, you have nachos, and you have poutine. It's a lot of salt.
Nothing to drink. Yeah, nothing to drink.
Nothing to drink yet. No refreshments yet.
Tap water. Marc-Antoine.
I got beer. I got wings. Finish it with something sweet for everybody. I'm gonna go with candy.
With candy, so
like M&Ms, like
Okay,
those M&Ms.
That's fine. So
like candy, M&Ms, popcorn. That little food tray.
Okay, nobody took chili. Very surprising. Nobody took chili on this Super Bowl snack.
I mean,
draft.
I want to watch the game. I don't want to be in the bathroom.
If you're in the bathroom right after you ate the chili, I think there might be something wrong with the chili.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. All right. Final moments. That was fun. Final moments. Marc-Antoine, ton joueur le plus utile du match.
No.
We had one more pick, right? Yeah, we just get started. I thought we had one more pick.
What do you mean? I said 3. I said 3 each.
We just did 2.
What are you talking about?
No, we said 3. But
you said 3.
Keep your word. You said you got to choose which party.
I had a good pick for my next one.
You had pizza, you had poutine, and you just took wings.
But I had one more pick that I really wanted to set my party.
Go ahead.
We'll go after you, Dequoy. It's your turn.
No, I said mine. I said the M&Ms.
I was gonna say Taylor Swift, but
I don't think she'll be there.
I'm sure she'll be at the game. I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't think she'll be at your Super Bowl party.
Yeah, hey, you gotta choose. No, you cannot. You gotta choose which party you gotta. That's what you said. No, it's your turn.
It's your turn.
So who is gonna choose? And choose carefully because it's gonna.
It's not gonna choose me because we don't have any booze at mine. So.
Well, I don't drink. I follow the pizza. I'm not a big drinker. I follow the pizza. Maybe if we could bust out some red wine, Sean. I'm sure you have some classic red wine.
That's what I was gonna work to. I was prepared. I had 10 things on my draft board. I was prepared for it. We stopped at 3 though. So.
Yeah. Plus, Dequoy is a really famous guy. There's gonna be a lot of people at his party. We're not gonna be able to watch the game. I won't get a seat. It's a whole thing. I'd rather just, you're a really low key guy. Your outfits are very low key. Your dog is very low key. You have the pizza.
Are you trying to say he doesn't have a style? That's what you're trying to say.
Plus, if you go to Dequoy's Super Bowl party, you never know. You might have a rant afterwards.
On that note. I don't even know how we're supposed to follow that up.
Yeah, good luck.
Can we get our predictions? Or that draft was a bad idea. That one's on me. Predictions? Marc-Antoine, joueur le plus utile, score final, équipe qui gagne?
24-21, Kansas City, puis évidemment Patrick Mahomes.
Évidemment, tu as mis un 24 là-dedans, c'est clair. Combien de fois qu'on voit Taylor Swift sur l'écran, Marc-Antoine?
Well, that's a truly great question, right? How many times am I going to see Taylor Swift on the screen, Sean? That's we got to do over or under. I'll say over or under 10. Which guys? What do you think? Over or under 10?
10 and a half, let's say. Over under 10 and a half.
Well over.
10 and a half.
Oh. I said well over.
I think
almost say double. Actually, I'm over double.
I think
about 23 times.
I think it depends on if Kansas City's winning or not.
Even if they're losing, they're going to see the reaction of, what's going on in that suite.
Okay.
But there's a lot of people there.
But this is a Taylor Swift show.
Yeah.
You know.
Favorite Taylor Swift song, Sean?
I have no idea. I don't know that one Taylor Swift song.
Stop it.
I probably got to hear it. Like, if you got, like, say a song, maybe I've heard that before.
Yeah, I'm not singing. Nice try. Marc-Antoine?
Probably Bad Blood, I think.
Yeah, good move. Shawn, prediction before we go? MVP score?
49ers will win.
Mm-hmm.
Defense wins championships. So I'm going to go with 49ers.
Score?
Because
Marc-Antoine has 24-21.
Let's go. I'll go a low-scoring game. I'm going to go
low-scoring game?
24-10.
24-10.
Kansas City's going to score 10 points? You crazy. I'm out of here. Ciao,
But look at this, though. Fred Warner can run with Kelsey. He's no more linebacker mismatch guarding Kelsey.
Yeah,
Fred Warner can cover probably their receivers. So I just don't see it. Their D line can get there without sending pressure. They're going to have 49ers going to run the ball, control the clock. That's just what I see.
Fair. Did you give me your MVP?
Brock Purdy, MVP.
Brock Purdy, MVP.
Mr. Relevant to Super Bowl MVP. Let's go.
All right. Just want to go through before we go. There's some people that are being really nice in the comments. Heather's watching this live from Florida. Heather's living the dream out in Florida. So thank you for watching, Heather. Great Super Bowl matchup coming up. Can't wait for the game. Joseph, Dino Mazzone, thank you, Marc-Antoine and Shawn, for making this 55-year-old guy feel like a kid over again with your stellar Grey Cup play. Manon, Shawn knows. Go Niners. Joseph is looking forward to the Owls 2024 season. Mark Kelleck.
That's a nice shark picture right there for his profile. Is he like a shark fan?
You think it's him?
Oh yeah.
No?
Nice.
I think. Look at him. He got a big shark as his profile picture. Is he? Do you think he's scared of shark, or he's like a fan of shark?
I think he's into it. I think he's into sharks. I think because I don't like snakes. And I wouldn't put snake as my Facebook profile picture.
Well, sometimes that's how you head up with your fear. You just go straight in front of it. So every day you see a picture of a shark just to get desensibilize. Just trying to
desensitize yourself. I don't think that's how that works. I think if I came across a shark in the ocean, I don't think that having it as my display picture would make me not fear it. Marc Calix, exactement de quoi Purdy does not make business decisions. That's how he got to the Super Bowl. Is game manager an offensive term, Shawn? Because I don't think it's offensive, is it?
It's not offensive. It's more of for me, I look at it like he makes smart decisions. He doesn't make risky throws. But the Purdy that I seen last week, that doesn't look like a game manager to me. That looks like a guy willing to do whatever he needs to do to put it on the line, to win a Super Bowl. So,
that's what Mark said. He say he's not making business decision. He's just like business decision. Meaning he gonna not take the hit just while.
Yeah, he's not conservative. Yeah, you're right. So, I feel like he's playing good ball though.
Yeah. All right, boys. I've kept you long enough. Do you guys have any big Super Bowl plans? Is anything crazy?
I think we're hanging out, right?
Oh, you're all going to New City Gas? Dequoy, you're going to New City Gas? No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
No, Lemon's going to New City Gas.
Gosh, Dequoy, you don't want to hang out with me, man?
They couldn't get enough security to work the event.
You took for the 49ers. I'm not hanging out with you. What you talking? Come on. I got my Taylor Swift jersey. I'm gonna listen to Bad Blood or album New Era. All game long, just singing, just be, what you see on Instagram and TikTok. I'm gonna do like this.
Oh God!
Yeah. So Shawn's gonna be at New City Gas with a couple of his teammates. You can get tickets to that on our Instagram page. They tried to get the quad. There was not enough security available in back to protect Marc-Antoine Dequoy.
Actually, he's going to the Super Bowl. It's not. He doesn't want anybody to know yet. But he has a private. He's sending a private plane for him to make it down to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I hit up Keller Rose. I asked him, "Can I be with the same suit with you? The Taylor Swift."
Yeah, Caleros might be at the Super Bowl.
I don't know if he wants to see you there, though. But
Dequoy got him on a pick 6 in August. I'll say that.
Yes, sir.
He picked him off twice. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Thank you for doing this. Merci à tout le monde qui a laissé des commentaires positifs, négatifs. On les apprécie tous. Merci tout le monde et on a hâte de vous voir au stade la saison prochaine et on va faire beaucoup d'en direct. Marc-Antoine, il aime ça faire des lives avec moi, donc on va en faire un jour oui, un jour non. Non, c'est une joke. Mais Marc-Antoine va faire plein de contenu avec nous autres. Shawn Lemon will do a lot of content with us throughout the off-season as well. Two guys who are sticking around the province of Quebec and in Montreal. So appreciate you guys doing this, and we'll see you again real soon.
Merci beaucoup.
There you go. Merci beaucoup, guys.
Ah! All right.
See you guys.